Actually, I was going to go ahead and I was going to do my thing on how marijuana was a gateway drug, but I think that can wait because, and this might be old news to some of you, but I really, really wanted to go ahead and just get it out there. I had found something where there was a doctor like Salami has something to say about how people that use marijuana, women that use marijuana have crack babies. Whatever. I'm not here so that you like me. I'm here so you can get some sense about what's going on. It's unbelievable. So what I'm going to go ahead and do is I'm going to get on here and I'm going to show you guys this clip. And in all seriousness, no anger intended, just me being really me. You guys look at this. Take a fucking look.
Well, pot may be safer for you than you think, according to a brand new study. It suggests that marijuana may be the least dangerous recreational drug out there, even over nicotine and alcohol.
Oh, wow. It looks like Fox News is actually agreeing with the rest of the population for once in determining if marijuana is safe or unsafe.
Well, this may be good news for Alaska and D.C. residents, where pot just became legal this week. But is it really that safe? Joining us now is Fox News Medical 18's Dr. David Salami. Thanks for being with us.
Sure, good morning.
You say the study actually can be misleading a little bit.
I think it's a very dangerous study, and there are a lot of holes in this, and people have to be very careful about not getting the wrong message from this particular study. They're using a lethal dose as a comparison. For example, they're putting pot or weed against cocaine or alcohol and smoking. So we know that you need less amount of alcohol to die. So they're using death as a measure to see what's dangerous and what's not.
How dare they use death as a way to gauge what substance is more deadly than another substance? We're talking about a lethal dose of substances. It's pretty obvious what the survey is talking about. You know what, Fox? Go ahead. What else you got?
So the effect of this toxicity, the toxicology dose, is different for a lot of these. They're extrapolating a lot of these animal studies and surveys that doesn't make much of a sense.
What the fuck do I know about surveys, and what do I know about all that paperwork and scientific stuff? You know, it doesn't make much of a sense to me, so you throw it in the garbage. The garbage!
And coming with this whole thing that pot is safer. Absolutely not. It's a huge fraud.
I really like how you turn to the camera. Gotta be dangerous. It's gotta be dangerous. It just has to be. I'm gonna look over here at you and say, absolutely not. Marijuana is more dangerous than meth and more dangerous than cocaine. Yeah. Tell me more.
In this particular study.
How is it dangerous? Forgetting death,
because they're not defining what's the acute toxicity, short-term versus long-term.
I mean, come on, man. It's not like you have to go very far to find out what the long-term effect of pot is. Just go ask the fucking Vietnam vet that smokes just to have a normal life. People have been alive long enough to pretty much know that marijuana is not going to kill you ultimately. It will make you sick as fuck.
So, for example, if you really start drinking a lot of alcohol, of course you can die from this, or cocaine or other things.
You know, you got to look at the facts. Okay, you got to look at how many people die in related alcohol car accidents. How many people have actually died, you know, doing something stupid on alcohol. I nearly drowned on alcohol because I blacked out. I was drinking an entire bottle of Bacardi 151 at 22. And I went out and swam because I thought that shit would be a good idea.
With this, the long-term effect of pot is not very clear. Now, a lot of this has to do with what we call THC. The level of THC in a lot of these marijuanas are different. It used to be 1%, now it's 4%, it's going up to 7%.
7%? Wow, that's pretty high THC, Jim. Wouldn't you agree? Well, yeah, I only smoked marijuana back in Cheech and Chong days, where it was like 1/4%. But I didn't smoke it. I just held it in my mouth because I'm a politician now. Okay, first of all, if you're a doctor and you're getting on national television and you're trying to convince me that marijuana is dangerous. But we're not talking about death, right? We're just talking about danger. Okay, and you're giving me the facts, right? And then you just prove to us that India seriously has some updating to do on marijuana THC content levels. Well, it would all make sense if there wasn't a strain called OG Ghost Train Haze that was at a whopping 28% THC. There's shit out there called Shatter that is a whopping 95,000% THC. You need to get your facts straight. Because if we can't believe you on a THC content, that tells me that, you're not really studied on this. And you're going to mimic being a professional on national television. And you're going to tell us that marijuana, at its highest levels, only contains 7% THC? You blew it!
THC goes through your blood as you smoke it, gets to your brain, and it causes a lot of memory loss. It causes cognitive skills, mood changes, twofold risk of psychosis, long term. Now, what I learned about this, preparing for this segment, is it affects your heart. It actually causes heart attack, 5-fold times increases your heart rate, and on and on. We're seeing in Colorado, we had 13 kids that came to the emergency, ended up in the ICU as a result of overdose from marijuana. Now we have crack babies coming in.
I'll be damned. Do you know marijuana causes crack babies? Women smoke it, and crack babies come out. I didn't know that either. Oh man, I gotta talk to my son. Guess what? I was reading up on this new homosexualopathic medical cure thing for headaches. Oh yeah, homeopathic. Yeah, I don't know what I was thinking. Well, it said if you take a small drill in the right spot of your brain, that you can actually pierce the problem of what is going on in your head that's causing the headache. And they said it's all cured. How can any of you people believe this garbage? This is retarded news time. This is retarded. I can't believe people sitting at home tolerating this.
Because pregnant women are smoking this whole marijuana business. What bothers me as a doctor is this whole concept of medical marijuana, because I think it's a safe haven for a lot of these companies and saying like, hey, it's for medical marijuana. It helps kids with seizure. This is the biggest scam I've ever seen. Let me just tell you one thing. I think for certain cases of seizure, for certain nausea, vomiting after like cancer or chemotherapy, maybe. But we still don't have a definitive thing. So a lot of these people are using this as a business. And I challenge any doctors, come to my Twitter and Facebook, convince me how this is healthy for you. I'm 100% against this.
Convince me that marijuana use is healthy. I love how you word that. That is a Jedi mind fuck trick that I have seen many times on your channel. No, doctor, it's not stating that marijuana is healthy. Now, is there a limit? Of course there's a limit. There's an intoxicating effect on everything. Okay? There's an intoxication effect. You have to smoke up to a gram. And for those of you who do not know how much a gram is, it is stupid amount of high-grade marijuana. So, I mean, if we're not saying that it's dangerous compared to death, then what else is there? I mean, double chance of psychosis? Well, shit, methamphetamines, man, people get crazier than shit.
I think like people have to come and study these studies in detail. This is complete nonsense.
Dr. Davis Money, unequivocal on the subject.
Oh shit, Jim. What are we gonna do if the people don't believe the doctor that didn't bring any references or paperwork with him? Mention, the C word. Mention cancer. Forget about tobacco and all of the studies done on how tobacco causes cancer. Hurry up! Slide in there and say Melanoma! Just say it, Jim, say it, hurry!
No, I'm just interested in the connection between marijuana and mental illness, but we're out of time. I think it sounds like there is one.
Marijuana and mental illness. I think it sounds like there is one. This is retarded news time!
You are having an argument providing no evidence. You don't have any charts, you don't have any graphs, you don't have any polls, you don't have no support. You were just getting on the television, blowing hot air out of your mouth hole. It's the problem with kids today, because they can't believe what the fuck you're saying because you don't have a good answer. So what do they think when they go and they get pot? Dude, you're a doctor! The study that you're criticizing at least has some paperwork. It has been a study. Not one time in your interview did you mention a counter study. You have no go-to reference to back anything up. What's next? What kind of BS are you going to make up? You know, crack babies with marijuana? Doctor, here's your script, okay? Yeah, because that's what just happened. That's how what I feel just happened was this doctor was handed a script filled with nonsense. And then at a pivotal point in the whole interview process, look at the camera and tell America how dangerous marijuana is. You know, I wonder if that works. I wonder if I could tell you something and just by really looking at the camera, you'll buy into my BS. Okay? You want to try it out? I need everyone here to email me $1. Oh wait, let me do the look away first. That's right, Jim. Everyone here should email me $1. You know, I just want to attack what I think is wrong here. And for Doctor to get on a show, have absolutely no references to what it is he's talking about, and not know the true values and the THC contents of some of the things that are out there, shows a lack of responsibility as a doctor, because a doctor is supposed to be someone that goes to school for a long time, that we as simple-minded American people trust with our health, and we trust them to extend our lives and give us a better quality of life. And when a doctor does not do some of the things or provide us the information on his basic research, or he can't provide the evidence that's needed. This is crazy, man. You know, how much did Fox give to that man to say that stuff? You have to wonder, was that doctor just a puppet?